Greetings, citizens of the world. It seems with each passing day the state of California becomes dumber and dumber. I feel for the good-hearted, patriotic Americans who live in such a bizarre region. While they're all working hard to support their communities, their leaders defy the president, reward criminals, and continue to ignore real issues facing California. The latest back and forth is simply unbelievable, and will surely mean more pain and suffering for American citizens living in the state. Folks, now's the time to consider relocating. This past Thursday, California's Democrat governor, Jerry Brown, officially signed what is being called the Sanctuary State Law. The law limits the ability of California law enforcement officers to interact with federal immigration authorities in terms of enforcing immigration law. Brown defended the legislation, saying, "These are uncertain times for undocumented Californians and their families, and this bill strikes a balance that will protect public safety, while bringing a measure of comfort to those families who are now living in fear every day." Let's pause for a second. Undocumented Californians? Yeah, that's a fancy name for illegal immigrants. Think about that, Californian readers. Your governor just passed a law to protect, not you, but people living illegally in your state. People who do not taxpayers, take jobs from you, and contribute to a rise in crime. Yet Brown has no problem calling these criminal aliens Californians. Here's acting ICE director's response. Thomas Homan, by way of contrast, said, SB 54 will negatively impact ICE operations in California by nearly eliminating all cooperation and communication with our law enforcement partners in the state. ICE will have no choice but to conduct at-large arrests in local neighborhoods and at work sites, which will inevitably result in additional collateral arrests, instead of focusing on arrests at jails and prisons where transfers are safer for ICE officers and the community. Boom. Because Jerry Brown decided Californians don't deserve protection from criminals, ICE will be forced to take stronger measures to capture criminal aliens. If local and state authorities cooperated with ICE, then aliens would be brought to jails for them to pick up. But now that the governor is forcing local police to do nothing, ICE will initiate sweeps that affect communities, workplaces, and entire cities. Imagine you're a law-abiding citizen in California. You're waking up at 3 a.m. by a loud ruckus outside. Turns out one of your neighbors was harboring criminal aliens. Local police could have arrested them weeks earlier, handing them off to ICE peacefully and safely. But because of your idiot governor, they are forced to burst into a quiet community, leading to greater danger for citizens. It's not ICE's fault, they are doing their